Continuing with the numericals on unsymmetrical fault, we will take up one more the numerical. Here the data for the whole power system is given. I told you the first step is to choose a common base quantity and you convert the given parent to new base quantities. Okay, that will see the statement first. That is, the generator is connected to the motor through two transformer T1 and T2 through a transmission line. Data pertaining to all the components what is given here, all x1, x2, x0, everything is given here. Okay. The also he is given the choose a base quantity in circuit of the generator as a generator rating itself. Means he asks you to take the base quantity in the generator circuit, that to generator rating only, that is 50 MVA 20 kilowatts. That is he is given. Therefore, the based on that common base MVA and kilovolts, that you have to convert all positive, negative and zero sequence of all the equipments, you have to convert to new common base quantity. That is the first step. Next one is you have to draw that is the first step is convert all per unit quantity to new base value. Okay, that is the first step. The next you have to draw positive, negative and zero sequence network. Then find Thevenin's equivalent circuit of positive, negative and zero sequence network. Then find out the fault current. The procedure is very simple. These are the steps involved in solving the problem. Therefore, we'll start with first converting positive, negative and zero sequence reactances of all the component to a common base quantities. Okay. Just I specified here, what I am taken here is 50 MVA 20 kilowatts is the base quantity in the generator circuit. And here the transformer is 20 kV and 11 kV. This base quantity is transferred to this value, that is 110, because it is 110 by 20 into 20, that is 20 get cancelled, that is 110 what I am getting the base voltage here. If there is a base voltage 110, here there is a transformer, therefore you have to transfer this 110 kilowatts to here, that is it is 20 divided by 110 into 110, therefore it is 20, that is 20 is reflecting here. Means you are specifying the base quantities on all parts of the circuit wherever there is a partition due to the transformer T1 and T2. That is the base MVA is remains same everywhere and the base kilowatts are calculated based on the in between transformer. Now I have to convert all positive, negative and zero sequence reactances of all the machines here. Therefore, I will start with the generator. For generator, there is no necessity of the calculating, because you look into here, the base quantity is 50 MVA 20 kilowatts and rating of the machine is also 50 MVA and 20 kilowatts. Therefore, all value there remains the same. Therefore, what I am writing here is the x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0.20 for the generator, and the x0 is 0.075. These are for the generator. Then next I will go for the transformer T1. That is I will referring to generator side. Then what I am getting here is, that is x1 is equal to x2 is equal to x naught is equal to kV old, that is refer to the generator size 20, kV new is 20, MVA new is 50, sorry, a 50 MVA, and MVA old is also 50. Means the everything is the same. That is, I will write here, old kV is 20, new is also 20 whole square, MVA new is also 50, old is also 50 whole square, it is into old per unit reactance is 0.10, that is 0.10, that is remains same 0.10, because these two are get cancelled. That is, the transformer is becomes 0.10 only. Therefore, this is the generator transformer T1. Then for a transmission line, the actual value is given. Therefore, to find out the per unit value, you have to find out base impedance. Therefore, the first step is to find out ZB. ZB is KVB square divided by MVAB. Therefore, that is equal to KVB is 110 square divided by MVA is 50. Therefore, you are getting for a transmission line ZB, you are getting 242 ohm. Therefore, you have to calculate, that is x1 is equal to x2, that is equal to 24.2 divided by 242, that is what I am getting is 0.1, whereas x naught is 60.5 divided by 242, therefore what I am getting here is, it is J.25. Of course all are J, it is J, everything it is J, say 0.2. Okay, that is the value of the x naught of the transmission line you are getting here. Then you move to the transformer 2, then I am referring to transmission line side. Therefore, your x1 is equal to x2 is equal to x naught is equal to kV old. kV old is 110, kV new is 110, MVA new 50, MVA new 50, MVA old is 50. Therefore, it is remains the same. That is, I will write here 110 divided by 110 whole square into 50 by 50 into 0.1, that is equal to, you are getting 0.1. Of course, J.1 per unit value you are getting. That is for the transformer 2. Then you have to go for the motor circuit. Then for the motor, once again, the base quantity is 50 MVA, whereas it is a 40. Therefore, there is change in the value. Therefore, I'll write first. I'll write for x1 is equal to x2. kV old is 20. kV new is also 20. MV new 50. MVA old is 40. And x1 x2 is 0.20. Therefore, you are getting for the motor x1 is equal to x2 is equal to J.25. Then here there are two quantities, xm naught and xn for the motor. Therefore, first I will write for xm naught. xm naught as, once again, it is 20 divided by 20, that is get cancelled. It is 50 by 40. The old value is xm naught is 0.10. 0.10. Therefore, what I am getting is, it is J 0.125. And the value of xn also you have to convert to new base quantity, that is 20 divided by 20, it is 50 divided by 40 into 0.05. 0.05, that is what I am getting is 0.0625. This is how you have to convert all the quantity to new base quantity. This is the first step. You have to calculate all these things. Then you have to draw positive, negative and zero sequence network and specify these are the common base, converted common base per unit quantities. First I will draw the positive sequence network. For this, the first I will draw the reference, okay. First is the generator. Just I will make use of the full sheet here so that I can move to the next page also if I want. Okay, just I will draw here. Okay, first generator is represented by a reactance and a source. Of course, 20 divided by 20, that is 1 per unit. It is connected to the reference. Then transformer T1, and there is a transmission line. Then transformer T2, then motor M. Once again, motor is represented by source of 1 per unit here. Okay, just I will remove extra portion here. Okay, these are the quantity. Just you have to specify the value of the calculated positive sequence values here. That is, you have to specify this on the generator. This is for transformer. This is for a transmission line. This is for a transmission line. Then this is for a transformer. Then this is for the motor. These are the quantity you have to specify on the positive sequence network diagram. Therefore, I will specify here, that is J.2. Here it is J.1. Then it is also J.1. It is also J.1. And it is J.25. The same data, whatever here I marked, that I am taken there. Okay. Then the fault is occurring soon after the transformer, means this is the fault point. Therefore, you have to find out Thevenin's equivalent from seeing from this point, that is F and F dash. Therefore, the Thevenin's equivalent, it is the system is under unloaded condition. Therefore, the voltage everywhere it is 1 per unit, because source is here 1 per unit. The voltage VTH, what we are getting here is VTH, what we are getting is 1 per unit, or pre-fault voltage we are getting 1 per unit. Then if you are interested to draw the network, here for that calculating the Thevenin's equivalent, just you have to short this you have to short this and you have to stretch from this point. Just you look into here. If you are shorting and if you are stretching from F and F dash, just I will redraw the figure like here. That is once again shorting that. I am combining the impedances. Here it is, the fault is occurring. The fault is occurring here. Then this is another common impedance. Then here I am drawing here. I am stretching this form. This is F. This is F dash. Here it is. It is a combination of J.2 of the generator, J.1 of the transformer. It is generator. It is T1. This side is J.1 of the transmission line, J.1 of the transformer T2, and J.25 of the motor. It is TL, it is T2, it is motor. Then if you are combining this, then what I am getting here is, it is total is J.3. J.3. Here what I am getting is 0.1, 0.1, 0.45. That is say 0.45. Means your ZTH is nothing but J.3 is in parallel with J.45. Therefore, what we are getting here is, it is J.18. J.18. Okay. Therefore, you have to draw your Thevenin's equivalent diagram for the given network as it is ZTH1 and VTH this is ZTH1, can call this as a 1 because positive sequence network, that is J.18. This is VTH, that is 1 angle of 0 degree, that is taken as a reference. This is your IA1 and it is VA1 here. This is a positive sequence equivalent, Thevenin's equivalent of positive sequence network seen from the fault point which is occurring at this particular point. Okay. Now, similarly, we have to draw the negative sequence diagram for this. Here, as such, there is no source. Directly, you can represent by its the reactances only, negative sequence reactances only. Therefore, first, I will draw the once again, as usual, the reference. Then first generator, then transformer T1, transmission line, then T2, then motor. Okay. Now the fault is occurring at soon after the transformer here. Therefore, you have to see in the Thevenin's equivalent seen from here. Voltage is 0 here because as such there is no voltage source here. It is F dash. Once again, you can represent the negative sequence values here. That is, you have to carefully see. That is, the values what you are using is, once again you are using J.2 for generator. For transformer it is same, and the transmission line is also same, and transformer 2 which is also the same. The motor is also same. The motor is also the same. Everything, all the negative sequence, the reactances are the same. Therefore, I am putting here once again for the benefit, it is J.2, J.1, it is J.1, it is J.1, it is J.25. Once again, if you are looking for from F and F, it is here the total this side impedance is J.3, J.3. Here it is J.45. Therefore, ZTH2 seen from the FF dash as J.3 in parallel with J.45. Once again, what I am getting is J.18. Then if you are drawing a positive sequence, a negative sequence network, for this it is represented by its negative sequence equivalent diagram here. It is ZTH2, that is J.18. Here it is IA2. Here it is VA2. That is, you have to find out ZTH2. The next thing is that you have to draw the zero sequence network for the given network. First start with the reference here. Carefully you have to draw. It is based on the star delta transformer and other things. Okay. First here look into generator which is grounded. Therefore it is starting from the reference point. This is also grounded. The motor is also started from the ground. Okay. First we'll start with the generator. That is, generator as represented by its zero sequence impedance Z0 because it is directly grounded. Then here it is. We can look into here. The primary is delta, means you can recall the switching diagram. That is, switch C is closed, A is open and B is closed. Therefore, there is a break here and it is connected to the other side and it is grounded here. This is a transformer. Then it is a bus 1, that is a bus 2. Then the transmission line. Then here from bus 3 it is star grounded, secondary is a delta. Therefore, there is a continuity here. Then however, it is going to the ground, then there is a break here. Then it is connected to the bus number 4. Then the motor which is grounded through external impedance, that is Xn. Therefore, I am representing here this by the two reactances. One is Xm0. This is 3 times Xn. This is how we have to represent if it is grounded through an external impedance. Therefore, the values you have to specify here. That is, what are the values you have to put here? That you have to refer back the values here. That is, I am marking here. That is, for the generator, it is J.1. For transformer, it is J.1. For transformer, it is, generator, it is J.075. And for the transmission line, you have to make use of this. Then for the transformer 2, once again it is J.1. Then motor, you have to make use of these two impedances. You have to make use of these. Okay, these are the things you have to specify on the diagram. Okay, Just we look into here. It is generator is for the generator is J 0.075. It is J.1 for a transformer is remains same. For the transmission line, we have got J.25, and for the motor, it is XM is J.125 and 3 times XN, that is it is 3 times J.0625. Okay, 3 times J6025. Exactly the fault, where exactly fault is occurring? The fault is occurring soon after the transformer here. That is, you have to look into the Thevenin's equivalent seen from these 2 points. That is F and F dash. And if you look into the carefully, in the left hand side, you have got only one reactance to the ground. This is open here, therefore this will not come into picture. Then on the right hand side, you can see here only these 2 reactants are there come into picture. Okay, this is once again isolated. This is isolated. Therefore, the Thevenin's equivalent, just I will draw here between F and F is, it is J.1 and it is F dash, it is J.1, that is this value, and it is J.35. J.35. Therefore, ZTHO, that is what you are getting here is 0.077. 0.007. Therefore, if you are drawing the zero sequence network for this, zero sequence network, that is it is ZTHO, this is IA naught, this is your VA naught. That is ZTHO, you are getting J.077. J077. Now we have got all the 3 sequence networks. Then you have to find out the line to ground fault current, line to line fault current, and double line to ground fault. For the ready reference, I will draw once again all these 3 networks here for a ready reference. This is for positive sequence, that is J.18, 1 angle of 0 degree. This is VA1, it is IA1, and here it is IA2, it is a VA2, it is a negative sequence reactance, that is also J.18. And zero sequence network, it is IA2, here it is IA0, and it is J.077. Here it is VA0, here it is VA2, here it is VA1. Okay, just you have to substitute for the fault current in the case of line to ground fault. That is Thevenin's equivalent. The voltage in this circuit is all the are connected in series. It is 1 an angle of 0 divided by 1 an angle of 0 ZTH 1 J 0.18 plus J 0.18, that is this value plus this value plus ZTH naught is plus J 0.077. These are the equivalent, the positive, negative and zero sequence Thevenin's equivalent values you have to substitute in the formula. Then what I am getting here is the fault current IF is equal to minus J 6.8649 per unit, or it is 6.8649 an angle of minus 90 degree per unit. This is a fault current for line to ground fault. Very simple. Then for the line to line fault, the fault current, just you have to substitute the value in this. Once again, A square is 1 an angle of 240 minus 1 an angle of 120. EA is 1 an angle of 0. ZTH1 is J 0.18. Z2H, that is also 0.18. Then if you are calculating for this, it is minus 4.8111 per unit. This is the fault current in the case of line to line fault, either IB or minus IC. For double line to ground fault, first you have to find out IA1, then IA0, then you have to find out the 3 times IF0. Therefore, I am calculating first IA1 here, that is substituting all the values here, that is 1 an angle of 0, Z0 is, it is J 0.077, 0.077 plus Z2, that is J 0.18. Similarly, you have to substitute all the values here. It is J 0.077 multiplied by J 0.18. Then it is plus, of course, here plus J 0.18 into J 0.18 plus J 0.18 multiplied by J 0.077. Just you have to substitute and find out what is the value of the IA1. IA1, what I am getting here is minus 4.27I. Minus 4.27I. Then if you are substituting the same IA1 in this equation and remaining the parameters here, then you are getting as minus 1 an angle of 0 plus IA1 is minus 4.27I multiplied by J 0.18 divided by J 0.077. Therefore, the IA0, the value of IA0, what I am getting here is minus 2.9940 per unit. Therefore, you have to find out the value of the total fault current is 3 times IA0. It is 3 times 2 minus 2.9940, that is the total fault current. What I am getting here is 6.657. Sorry, it is 8.98. 8.98 minus 8.98 per unit value. This is how you have to solve the problem. Just what you have to do is, just you have to make use of this formula, find out the Thevenin's equivalent parameters here to substitute and use the calculator and the find out. The procedure is very, very simple.